They've been trying to fix these things. So
again,
these patches happen for a reason.
Erica!
The game, it had these big patches. This got better and better and better because the patches made it better.
Don't tell Reforge Gaming that, because he wants the game to fail. And you know what's funny, Erica? Please stop bringing my name up with people that just be telling me what you saying about me. Girl, ain't nobody thinking about you. Okay, you like, what, 40 years old? I guarantee you could probably make some nice grandma cookies, but damn, ain't nobody be thinking about you people, man. And the funny thing is about these type of people that be in these spaces, every time you talk to somebody, they just go as far to tell the next person. You do know that, right? I mean, you people are wasting your time, but hey, thank you, Eric Cuts. Thank you for telling him that the game is getting better and better and better now.
And more forgivable in whatever issues because they were working on it and fixing it. So it does bring it back to, like, it was kind of silly on my end to see everybody so mad at that 6 because I mean, I'm not
you're looking at Reforge Gaming is seething right now. Look at it, he wiped off that sweat off his forehead.
It was at launch and then it got better. I don't know if that answers the questions, but that's kind of where my mind
Go ahead, Reforge. We know you want to flame it because you didn't get your review copy. Go ahead.
I've got some people to thank here in a moment with super chats and stuff. I'll get to you guys in just a second.
Shout out to Wooly.
Wooly's in chat.
And T-Rock, that's my homie right there. What's up, T-Rock?
Oh, nice. Yeah, we got some Erica's people here. Welcome.
Yeah, they're in here.
I kept saying if you want to give them credit for all the fixes, you have to acknowledge where they've come from, right? It's like a weight loss journey, right? You look at the before and after picture. You acknowledge, like, wow, this person has lost a ton of weight. It's like, well, this game was really not doing so hot and didn't have a great score.
That's not true. The game sold 3 million, I think. Like in the first week? I think at least from what I remember. Sorry if I'm incorrect on that. I don't really care about the game personally. But I'm just saying Reforge Gaming. This game was very successful. I heard about it selling 3 million a long time ago. The only reason why you hating on the game is because you didn't get a free review copy. And that's why Eric Cuts told you that it's getting better and better and better. Right? And you have a problem with that. I'm very surprised as to why you would bring this person on that's going to only hype up the game, because she just hypes up everything. And you're going to go out there and try to flame it. So I get it, the whole opposites, right? I get that. I mean, it's a pretty interesting dynamic, but needless to say, Reforge Game, we all know why you hating on the game. None of the criticism that you have towards Crimson Desert is actually remotely valid, because we all know, because everybody that follows you on Twitter, there's some controversy going on, that he does this every time he don't get a free review code. Now he wants to flame, it's not a good game. This game has problems. Now all of a sudden, there's plenty of other games that he's played with issues. It has never brought it up to people's attention because he got a free review copy. But yet, a game like this, which tells him, just go out and buy it, dummy, barely even plays it, wants to call it a review, wants to say, give his whole full assessment on the game, even though he already had the mindset of bashing it.
And wow, it has come a really long way. So it's like you have to kind of acknowledge where it was.
I think the game has only been out for a month.
In order to give it that credit. I do believe the devs deserve that credit. Yes. Unfortunately, this feels like one where executives, leadership or somebody said, we got to get this thing out the door. And
here we go.
Shouldn't have. I think some of the timelines for this game and others were very much structured around the GTA 6.
He's just mad that even though Marathon was multiplayer, it sold a lot less.
Over May, I think a lot of the timelines in some of these games and studios was like, we got to get out well before May gets here. Now, obviously, that's not a concern. GTA 6 is in November, but this very much felt like a game that needed another 6 months or so, and I think they saw themselves potentially,
Does it really? I mean, the game sold well regardless. Whatever you're complaining about, I hate to say it to you, Reforge Gaming, doesn't matter to them if the game took 6 months, if they should have worked on it more. Like Eric Cut said, they're making it better. I'm not excusing the fact that the game should be broken the way it was when it launched. All I'm saying, from their perspective, they already walked out with the 4 million copies. Why even wait when you can gain and maintain that now without any competition? See, that's the problem with you people. You guys think that because you're not benefiting from it, that the company isn't. But at the end of the day, they are, because that's what matters to them. Doesn't matter about how you feel after you purchase the game. I can't deal with the controls. I can't figure this game out. This game is broken. This game is crashing before me. You think they care? Just like with you ponies, when I sit there and tell you that y'all ain't got no exclusives, 92 mil. Well, guess what you think Crimson Desert's saying? 4 mil. 4 million. Yeah, but the game's crashed and it's Reforge Gaming. I can't play it. I didn't get a review copy. 4 million, bro. 4 million sales, bro.
Up against
Doesn't
such
matter.
a launch like that it would have been a potential threat, because the amount of work they've done, the patches they've done, it's almost inhuman. It's like you guys are living at the studio, apparently. You know, it's like how are you doing this level of work so fast and improving the game to the degree that they're improving it? Some of it in the early days you could tell.
So you're impressed? Like, what is it? Like it's like he's impressed, but then he's complaining about why they're working so hard to fix the game. You do understand that when Cyberpunk came out, that was also a broken mess too. And guess what? People still bought it. People still loved it, even though they continue to support it, right? CD Projekt Red, they continue to support the game, and now people love it. Do you think any of these complaints that you're saying towards these companies matter? Like, I mean, come on now, bro. What is this guy doing?
Well, this was probably already in the pipeline. This was probably, something that you were already working on. But now it's gotten to the point where it's like, man, I don't know. I feel like these people are working like overtime.
Look at that. You can look at Eric Cut's eyes. She's like, the funny thing is about Eric Cut's, like, I don't know her very well, whatever. I don't think she's a bad person. You know what I mean? But you could just tell, like, she's like, where is this even going, bro? Clearly she likes the game. Clearly she's played it a lot. She's a huge fan of the game. Not saying because she got very terrible taste in game, and that's just my personal opinion. But at the end of the day, like I said, they're fixing it. They're trying to meet the demands of what people was complaining about, which would be one of you, and you still want to find a way to hate on the game because you was forced to buy it because you did not get a review copy.
To help. So talk about where the game is now, because I've got your
She
video
said it
here,
better.
and you're getting chased by a bear.
Yeah, this is
and
crazy.
You're not really sure how you feel about the one you enjoyed, was it not?
Oh yeah, I beat it. I reviewed it. I loved that game. To me, it was more of a Neo-like. I don't know if you've played Neo.
Oh, here we go.
Or anybody in the chat.
Oh, here we go with these lousy Souls games. See, Eric Cuts, I got a bone to pick with you. That's all. She is the most Listen, when it comes to Souls-like games, she is so damn biased, bro. I'm surprised she ain't even tired of these games by now after all these damn Souls games this woman plays. Bro, that's what I'm saying. A lack of variety. You know what I mean? A lack of genres. I think the Souls genre was very good when there weren't so many of these carbon copies. But we can't say it. Right? We got Mortal Shell 2 now. It's losing its luster. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I even think Monster Hunter has fallen off, but at least Monster Hunter looks and plays very much different than what you're getting with all these other games. All these, I'm just saying, like, how many Souls games do you people want? Instead of Wukong, we got Wulong, Wulong, and some other stuff. Like, it's the same crap, bro. Wulong, Wukong, Wu Chang, Black Myth, Wukong. Like, it's like, what is this, bro? They're all the same game, just with a different protagonist.
I can agree with this. It had a lot of things.
You play one Souls game, you played them all.
That I felt were, this is very like Neo, and I love Neo. So for us to get like a Souls like that,
but don't like Ninja Gaiden because it's too challenging.
Kind of had the Neo little touch to it. I loved it, and the art style was great. It was very challenging. I wonder when it comes to this game though, because I remember they added a easy mode early on, or after a patch or two. They added
the Eric Cuts mode.
Easy mode, and they nerfed
Grandma Cookie mode.
There's a couple bosses
Spider-Man Kids mode
that got nerfed. Woo! And a lot of people didn't like that. I remember that being somewhat of like a little bit of a drama with the community. And I don't know if this game being
all the same
as hard.
Look at that. Like I said before, these games are easy, bro. Anybody that has played old school games can see the patterns. We can break this down, bro. It's that easy. That's what people don't understand about gaming. It's not about hitting button. It's about how your brain operates and how it works and how your brain processes information. Your buttons and your hand movement is just a process of how fast your brain's moving. So let me explain. All these games, I'm explaining to you, They all do this fee, fi, fo, fum attacks. Rah, rah, 2 hard, heavy, light, whatever attacks. Rah! And then you just go in, and then you hit him with the little sword. Bing, 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 bing. Rah! Then you back up, and then you wait for the fee, fi, fo, fum attack. Rah! And you evade to the side. He misses. Then he needs time to recover, and then you got your little sword, and then you run at him again. Rah! Bing, 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 bing. That's exactly how these games play, bro. That's why these games got boring to me, man. Hold on, let's watch. Let's look at the gameplay, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Look at that. Fee!
I don't know if this game
is
seen as
home. I have to recover. Now he can hit me. See? You see what I'm saying? These games are not difficult. Y'all like damn games. So you know what, man? I hate that you flame in the Souls genre, but you're right. See, now with Monster Hunter, the patterns are random. You don't know what you're getting, and then they throw an FU move at the end, bro. You got to be careful. The more you weaken the monsters in Monster Hunter, the harder they fight. When you see that monster drooling, and you think he gonna allow you, it's like you really in a fight with this monster. These games, I can't stand Souls games, bro. I don't think Souls are good games, bro. I think they were okay during the PS3 and all that, but they're not that good when you really break it down from a gameplay perspective. But let's go. Watch.
And then it was so
Look
hard
at that. Let me attack. Fee, fi, fo, fum.
I don't
Look at that. Now, see how he did all his attacks, which gives you the opportunity to counter. These games suck, bro. Y'all like damn games. Don't do it my soul game like this, man. Erica's gonna hate this video. That's fine. She don't even like me anyway, even though she likes talking about me for some apparent reason or another. Please make those grandma cookies. I would love to see you make those cookies. But like this, it's the same concept. Look, and then he's gonna go for the attack, you're gonna strike, and then you're gonna back off, evade, do the little dodge, and it's the same process. And see, that's what people don't understand. I grew up playing but NES games where it's all patterns, but the difference in those games, those patterns are very difficult. These are not difficult. All you got to do is look for the animation and then counter them.
Oh, look, and then like you said, it launched near other games, which I'm trying to remember. Also around that time. Because me, I was just all about Kazan. I didn't even remember.
Look, same patterns. Look at it. Garbage game. This is a garbage game. From a gameplay perspective, this is a garbage game. Any intermediate gamer could blow. That's why I stopped playing these games, bro. These games are boring to me. Straight boring. And I know the Souls fans, y'all gonna hate this video. I know, but it's okay. I'm not saying that they're bad games like that, but you can tell by the way you're like, yo, Gamester, I see what you're saying. Like, if you look at the video and you're like, damn, yo, everything Gamester is saying is true. You see what I'm saying? Y'all be like, damn, you can't argue it because it's happening right here. Look,
so
I can call it out when it happens. Ready? He's going to get ready for the fee, fi, foam. Here it comes. Fee, fi, foam.
It just sucks. Like, I really wanted to see a sequel. I wanted to see some DLC.
Trash.
Also, Wu Ching.
Even the Dark Ages put too much parry in their game, though. It didn't feel like a shooter after a while.
Look at that Eric Guts. Why she do that? Why did you see that gulp? Yo, she literally gulped when he said that. Oh my god.
Action game where I had to be really good at parries, and I love parries. My chat says if they put parry in a game, I'll play it.
Yes,
although
they're very satisfying.
They are.
Very satisfying.
I thought Doom the Dark
It's not satisfying. And they're not. And I'm going to explain why. Because all you got to do is wait. See, the problem is, with a game like Monster Hunter, yes, you can evade attacks, but there's attacks that go through your parries. That was the problem with Crowbot. Thank you. Shout out to Crowbot for referencing one of my videos in his. Crowbot, make sure you guys check it out around the 6-minute mark, right? About the whole chainsaw and how you could just parry every single attack. That, to me, is ridiculous. Because what it does, it takes away the depth of the game. If I know that this chainsaw, which used to be so menacing in the original game, and you just be like, oh, just have a knife and parry it. That's it. You know what I mean? There needs to be attacks, parrying or not, but there needs to be attacks that override, kind of like fighting games. Is where this concept comes from. That override your parry, right? So there should be yellow that is for parry, and then a red one, which means you have to evade it. You cannot just sit there and take it. There has to be ones like that. And if you do, you should either get push block or take a little damage off the chip. There's got to be something. That's what makes the game engaging. But if all I got to do is sit here and parry and hold my sword off every time this man does a crazy attack, then that is not skillful. That is just pattern recognition. You might as well go. You guys used to complain about what's those games back then that Sega used to make? Oh, those button press. Oh my goodness, I can't even think right now. QuickTime events. You just playing an over glorified QuickTime event with one button.
They just put too much parry in their game though. It didn't feel like a shooter.
Look at that. She gulped. Oh my goodness. The grandma gulp. Oh no, you hurt her feelings.
After a while.
Yo, Eric, why she looks like that, yo? Why she? Yo, she didn't like that, bro. Look at that. What you see? You see when a woman's eyes goes to the side like that? She's like, she's not a confrontational person. You know what I mean? I guarantee she's a sweetheart and everything. But I'm just saying, I just prefer if Erica's actually had a backbone. Actually that wanted to push back. You feel me? Just because you on his little, whatever this little thing, debate thing, I don't know. Whatever it is. That doesn't mean you can't push back on things that you feel is thing, even though I would push back and say, yeah, it is ridiculous to have parrying in Doom the way it was.
With teams that made games,
she's not happy.
They have cool art styles. And,
you got to remember, she worked for IGN. She biting the lips too. Oh no!
On the future and the sort of the status of
talk to him, Erica. Come on.
Desert. I feel like you weren't sure. You
he talked. You weren't sure. Oh, hold on. This is a debate now. What we doing? What is Reforge Gaming trying to turn this into? What?
Couldn't quite put your finger on it. I mean,
she's like, don't talk to me like that, boy. Don't talk to me like that. I play Souls game. I play difficult games. Matter of fact, weren't you struggling in Gears? See, I'm gonna speak for Erica. I'm gonna speak on her alter ego because she's a very soft, because a sweetheart type of girl. But this is her inner self. Yeah, don't talk about me like that. I play Souls games. Matter of fact, I probably own you in Gears of War. You was out here hitting walls. You didn't even know what you was doing. Don't ever sit there and discredit this girl. I know what I'm doing. You can't even play games like me. So don't you ever try to push your expertise.
As you've experienced covering this game.
Yo, it's crazy because, I will say one thing, though. As a gamer, even though Erica's, me and her probably disagree on a lot of things, I would assume. But I would go as far to say that as a gamer, I respect her a lot more. As a gamer, I would respect her a lot more. Because, like I said, Souls games to some people are difficult. They are very challenging, right? To me, intermediate-wise, not so much. But Reforge Gaming, with your gameplay and everything I've ever seen from you, not expecting you to be good at every game. But I'm going to take what Erica says before you. Because you don't seem like you have skills in video games, bro. You seem like you don't even know how to play. Arc Raiders, you was out here complaining about how people was taking your wife's lemons and making lemonade. I mean, to me, you're worse than a casual gamer.
Why is this game so polarizing? Like, what is it about Crimson Desert? I mean, gaming in its own
come on, Erica. Come on.
Every time a game
push back.
You're either a super fan or a hater.
Push back.
Do you think it's that? Like, is it part and parcel to the culture right now? Or what is it about this game that
I don't understand how, no disrespect, bro. Because like I said, a lot of y'all don't realize, I clown a lot, I joke a lot, but generally I'm a good dude. And like I said, man, Erica, you need to push back on this, man. You know what I mean? Because now you got to, see, people don't understand how people have conversations. He's not a huge fan of the game. You are, right? And like I said, everybody can agree to disagree, but he's really kind of, in my personal opinion, kind of taking shots at your game and credibility as to why you like this game, even though it's broken and has problems. So he's actually disrespecting you, and you don't even see it. Y'all like, damn, Games, so you really good. Bro, I'm always analyzing things. You feel me? I can peep how people talk. And he's like, why you like this game? Because he don't like
polarizing. I've struggled to figure out where it comes from.
See? So when you say stuff like that, Erica knows. I could tell by her mannerisms. You could clearly tell. Just look at this, bro. Look at this. She's like, Talk to him.
I struggle too. I'm wrapping my head
around it right
now. I don't know exactly. I just, my default is what I mentioned earlier, where validation comes to play with some gamers. They want validation for their purchase and what they've already invested.
Oh, talk to America. I like this girl already.
As far as their opinion.
I like the way she said it. Your opinion. Oh, let's go. Talk to America.
Okay, this game is amazing. This is going to be
talk to him.
Year. I love
hold on,
it.
You see the way his face looking down? Like, hold on. You say that? You saying this about me? Yo, look at why he looks so angry.
And then when they see someone else not loving it, it's like,
he's brushing up the eyebrow. That's you. She talking about you.
They want to go against that person and they don't want to hear anything. So I don't know if it's just that and it's just that simple, or it's really because
this is crazy, bro.
Excels in
look
a lot.
But he's not. Look at it. His eyes just went up. You see that? He just showed a lack of interest. He didn't like what she just said. He didn't like it what she just said.
Or someone like me, like bosses, for example, really brings it down, and we're wanting it to be better than what it is, and we're having those conversations. Having those conversations on my channel. I'm talking about it, and someone else comes in. They don't want to hear that. They want to hear how great the game is. They want to hear the good stuff. And
look at Reforge.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, and maybe it's just one of those things where, as a YouTuber, and I put my opinions out there, I don't know how to answer that question because I feel how I feel. That's where I'm at with it. And it's a polarizing thing where it's like you versus them.
Like I said, if you have fun with the game, that's what matters. It doesn't matter what people say. If you're having fun with the game, I don't think Crimson Desert is that bad of a game. I think I had problems. I mean, she's not advocating for the game getting broken. She's just telling you what's going on in regards. I mean, I definitely will probably play it. The reason I didn't buy it because the game wasn't on the CD, so therefore I didn't buy it. So that's me as a gamer saying I don't want to support this game. I'll probably get it for $20. Bargain bin.
Got to be on 100%. You got to be all the way in, or you're like on the opposite end, and there's no, you know what I mean?
Like if their job stinks or they're unhappy or whatever, and this game is going to be that thing for them, and you're critical of that, you're kind of putting a damper on that light. They're like, you're being a hater. And then if they're playing it and they're enjoying it, it's so hard for them to understand, like, how could somebody not be loving this as much as me, And I get that. Like, when I really love a game, sometimes I can be bewildered by somebody saying, I thought it sucked or I thought it was boring. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
It's trash.
And I think it takes work and effort to just make space for that difference.
And mom duty, and then also I want to conquer this game. So I'm kind of in the middle where I'm still like ready to fight and ready to give it my hours, whatever long it takes to beat these bosses. But
what about grandma cookies?
Where you're coming from too, because there's times where I'm like, I ain't got time for this.
I want my cookies.
I want this boss to cooperate. And so maybe that's where I am with Crimson. I'm just like, come on, man.
I want my Crimson Desert cookies.
Go, Mom, let's beat this thing. So yeah, maybe that's where I'm kind of coming from.
Well, chat's joking. We at some level we're sort of kindred spirits here. Ishin took me 5 hours as well. I was kind of
like I said. Hopefully you guys watched the video. Make sure you guys go just watch it on Reforge Gaming. Man, there's a bit of pushback for both of them. Actually, it was actually kind of funny and entertaining. But like I said, I mean, I think Crimson Desert is a solid game. I think the game could have launched better. As gamers, we can either choose to vote with our wallet, and I chose to vote with it by not supporting it for $70. The game is not on the CD. The game had a lot of problems when it launched, and I don't think it's a bad game, but as a gamer, I'll play the game when I'm ready and it's available at the price that I feel that the game is worthwhile for, right? But like I said, but Reforge Gaming, we all know for your reasons as to why you hate this game is because you didn't get a free review copy. And to me, that is not a legitimate criticism. Now, if Erica has criticism in regards to the game, I will take her assessments on the game more seriously, considering that I think she does like it and she's a huge fan of it and she plays it. So obviously she has more of an expertise opinion as to what she's playing, right? And also she's also shown that she can play very difficult games, unlike the other side on the left over here that can't even go past the wall on Gears of War. He can't even fight for his wife's lemons on Arc Raiders. You haven't shown me that you're good at anything, so therefore I'm not going to take what you say with a grain of salt. Now, people might say, well, GameStop with the Souls games and all that, but at least when it comes down to talking and breaking it down from a footage perspective, y'all can see that, yeah, GameStop clearly know how to play these games. He's breaking it down. It's literally happening as GameStop is saying what's going to happen. So the fact that I know that means that if I played it, because I already have the brain and the process of an actual gamer, that I'd be able to do that in the game. It's that simple, guys. You know what I mean? You use your eyes before you even hit the buttons. That's what you guys don't understand. Our eyes is what tells us if the game is good or not. Because people's like, oh, how could you tell if a game is good just by looking at it? Right? Easy. That's what you're doing. You look at it and say, damn, I'm going to play that game. Just like when I seen Zelda Ocarina of Time, and first time I saw it, I looked at it. And then I was like, damn, this game looks as good as if I played it. So I played it. There you go. Your eyes are used first before you even get to the point where you use the controller and your hands. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, take care. Shout out to Eric Cuts, even though, I don't know, whatever, she be talking with people. But like I said, ain't nobody talking about you. But you got the wrong number, dear.